Welcome to Unit 1, Chapter 2, Google Docs. This chapter will be looking at Google Docs in relationship to Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word and Google Docs are both word processors. Google Docs works in the cloud and not on the computer, whereas Microsoft Word is on your computer but is not in the cloud. Your essential outcomes. You will utilize open and closed software to create and format professional business documents using your Google Drive, Google Docs, and Microsoft Word. You will complete a I CAN statement at the beginning of the unit, which will provide you with all the tools you need to know for the unit. Step 3, you will be articulating and utilizing computer software terminology. The first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to open up a tab and we want to type in the website kathymurphy.wordpress.com. We are going to be downloading a document from the class website, and then we are going to save it to our flash drive, and then we're going to upload it to Google Docs, a Google Drive. While we are doing these activities, please do them with me. All you have to do is, after I get through one step, just pause the video and then do the step, and then return to the video for the next. So we're going to open up our General Computer Classes Intro to Computer webpage. We're going to scroll down till we get to Friday, October 24th, and then we are going to click on, underneath Step 5, we're going to click on Chapter 1, Class Activity. As we learned in Chapter 1, it will appear on the bottom left corner. We'll click on that cavet, then click on Show in Folder. Remember, there are two ways that we can move this folder. We can copy it, or we can drag it to our flash drive. So I'm going to find the computer, and then I'm going to look for my flash drive. I'm going to find my 2018-2019 folder, and then I'm going to work through my Intro to Computers, then to Unit 1 Google Drive, and then I'm going to make a folder called Chapter 2 if I don't have it. Then I'm going to double click, and then I'm going to right click and paste. So then I will have my class activity right there. So then, now that I've got it saved to my flash drive, I can upload it to Google Drive. So I'm going to open up my Google Drive. I'm going to find my 2018-2019 year school folder. Then I'm going to click on Intro to Computers. Then I'm going to click on Unit 1 Google Drive, and then I'm going to click on Chapter 2. If you do not have a Chapter 2 folder, then make a folder, then double click into it, and then you can upload it. So we're going to right click, select Upload Files. We're going to find our flash drive, and we're going to work our way through our 2018-2019 folder till we get to Chapter 2 Google Docs. And then we're going to find our class activity, and we're going to open that. So while mine is opening up, I ask you to pause the video and go ahead and download the class activity from the class website to your flash drive, and then go into your Google Drive, and then upload that class activity folder to your Chapter 2 Unit 1 Google Drive folder. If you've come back, I'm just waiting for my document to upload. All right, my document has opened up. Then I'm going to click on it and I'm going to double click because I want to open up that folder. So I am waiting for the folder to open. So you might want to go and pause the video and open up your own folder or your own document. Now that our document is open, we're going to rename the file name. So we're going to go up to the top left corner. I'm doing a triple click. Then I'm going to type in U1 for Unit 1. Then I'm going to type in C2 for Chapter 2, Part 1. I've just lost my internet, so I'm going to have to wait. So we're going to call this Unit 1, Chapter 2. I'm going to have to reload again. So it's Unit 1, Chapter 2, Part 1, Class Activity. I hit Enter. And so now we have that saved. So if we look at the screen, we're going to see that the top row where you have File, Edit, View, Insert, all of these are part of what we call the menu bar. If you click on your file, each one will give you options. If I go to Edit, you notice that each one of them are different. Go to View, Insert. So each one of these menu tabs provides a different skill to do. Right, the next thing we're going to do is look at our toolbar. All these little icons are considered tools, and they sit on a toolbar. So I have to reload here again. So again, here is our menu bar, and here are our tools that we can use. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some background color, and we're going to change our margins. And again, I have to reconnect. Our internet here is absolutely terrible. To add our background color, we're going to go to File. We're going to go down to Page Setup. If we wanted to change our orientation, we can change it from portrait to landscape. We can do a page color. So you can choose any of these colors. We can customize. Just depends what you want to do. And then let's change our top. Again, let's change our top margin to 1.5. We'll go OK. So now we have a background color, and then we have changed our top margin. We're going to do Control A to select our entire document, and we're going to go up where it's to the right of text, and we want to click on our font family. So you're going to scroll down until you find Times New Roman. You can also use Arial. So the two standards are Times New Roman and Arial. Let's change our font size to 12. So now we have added and changed our font size and our font family. We're going to add an image here, but how we're going to add our image is we're going to take a screenshot. So if you look on your keyboard in the top right corner, in the very top row, you should find a key that has the print screen. You're going to hit it once. We're going to put our cursor in front of what is a style guide, and we're going to do Control V as in vegetable. If you can see, I have just put in an image. We're going to make that image a little bit smaller. To reduce the size of an image, you always go to a corner. You never go to the sides because that will distort your image. So we go to the corner and we're going to shrink this down a little bit. And if you notice right now, our text is inline. In other words, it gives the image its own space and then all the text falls below it. We actually want this the text to wrap around the image. So we're going to select the image and then click Wrap Text. And if you can see now, the text actually wraps around your image. So we have put an image in so that we have done page color, font family, font size. We know how to change our orientation and our margins, and we know how to take a screenshot. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to click or select the first line, what is a style guide. We're going to triple click on that because that will select the whole line. And then we're going to go over here where it has normal text, and we want to click on title. So we're giving that a title for our worksheet. And because it's such a light color, I'm going to change that to a different color. So I'm going to come up to my font text color and I'm going to choose black. So now I have it so I can actually read it. We're going to go to the second line and we're going to center. So we're going to come up to our alignment section. We're going to take the second tab and center it. So there we go. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to triple click on our side heading, which is why I even use a style guide. So we'll triple click on that. We're going to go over to normal text and we're going to make that a heading 1. Actually, let's make that a heading 2. Yes, we'll make it a heading 2. Then we're going to go down. We're going to triple click on the purposes. And we're going to make that a heading 2. And then we're going to scroll down where it says, do you need our style guide? We're going to triple click on that. And we're going to make that a heading 2. We're going to find example of reasons. We're going to triple click on that. And we're going to actually make this a heading 3. There we go. We're going to keep scrolling down. And we get to high detailed, should a style guide be? Let's make that into a heading 2. So your side headings should actually be a little bit bigger than your regular text or your paragraphs. We're going to select summary and we're going to make that a heading 2. I'm going to keep going down and there we go. We've got everything done there. So you can see that your side headings, as you scroll up, you can see that your side headings stand out. So there we go. We have added in our background color. We know where our menu bar is, where our toolbar is at. We know how to take a screenshot and insert that as an image. We know how to change our margins. We know how to change our orientation and our background color. We know how to put in a title for our text, and we know how to put in side headings. Also notice up here, all changes saved in Drive. That means that everything has been saved, and so we can now exit out of this. But we're going to do one last thing. We're going to do an add-on. So we're going to go up to where it says add-ons. We're going to click on that. And we want to go down to where it says get add-ons. Now what add-ons are, there are other types of software that you can add on to your Google Docs that allows you to actually do to work actually in the software. So if you wanted to add the Easy Bib, you could do that. If you notice, mine says manage, so I've already done that. Why don't you type in doc to form up in the search bar and then hit enter, and it's going to search for the software called add-on called doc to form. Once it shows up, yours will have a blue free. Mine has a manage because I already have mine installed. So what we want you to do is that we want you to add on this doc to form by clicking on your blue free and then adding it to your software. So once you've done that, when you go to add-ons, you will see your doc to form. I also have EasyBib and Kazienda. All right, so you can add as many add-ons as you want, and every time you click on add-on, when you open a document, they will be there. That is the conclusion. Make sure that you call your teacher over to look at your completed work, and your teacher will probably ask you questions on how you did what you did. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Google Docs.